Mr. Fitzwilliam, a man whose greatest ambition in life was a quiet, orderly sock drawer, sat down at his small oak desk. The desk lamp cast a pale, weak yellow circle of light over the single item he was focused on. The sock inventory ledger, Volume 4. He had decided, after much deliberation, to conduct a full audit of his grey socks. He wasn't talking about charcoal, or heather, or dove grey. He meant a specific, in-between shade of grey that was precisely 50% black and 50% white. A colour he referred to in his mind as midweek grey. His system was meticulous, if slow. The socks were stored in a large plastic bin, labelled G2, for grey socks. Second drawer. He reached in and pulled out the first sock. It was a long sock. Item G2L1, he mumbled, his voice a low, dry rustle like turning the page of a very old book. He noted in the ledger length, mid-calf. Material, undetermined synthetic blend. Condition, excellent. No holes. Match status, unmatched. He placed the single, unremarkable grey sock on a small, velvet-lined tray. He reached for the second sock. This one was shorter. Item G2S1, he recorded. Length, ankle, material, possibly cotton. Condition, good. Slight pilling near the heel. Match status, unmatched. The third sock was pulled out. It looked exactly like the first one. But upon closer inspection, it had one faint, barely perceptible lighter stripe near the cuff. Item G2L2, he dictated to his pen. Length, mid-calf. Material, likely wool blend. Notable feature, single pale stripe, 1 mm wide, at the cuff. Condition, acceptable. Elastic feels slightly loose. Match status, unmatched. He continued this process, pulling, inspecting, measuring, writing. The bin held 78 single grey socks. The sounds in the room were minimal. The faint, repetitive scratch of the pen against the paper. The occasional soft thud as he placed another lonely grey sock onto the velvet tray. And the low, nearly inaudible hum of the fluorescent bulb in the ceiling of the hallway outside. At 10:47 p.m., he was logging sock number 21. It was a heel-less tube sock. He sighed, a small, weary expulsion of air. Item G2T1, he wrote. Length, full-length tube. Material, generic stretch fabric. Condition, fair. One small, almost invisible snag in the middle. Match status, unmatched. He then remembered he needed to sharpen his pencil. He found his manual pencil sharpener, the one that made a slow, deliberate crunch 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 sound, and spent a full minute turning the crank until the point was utterly perfect. The clock ticked over to 11 o'clock p.m. The inventory of grey socks was only 1/3 complete. He picked up sock number 22. It was short. It was grey. It was unmatched. He wrote the next entry. The next. His eyelids felt heavy, his focus wavering over the exact shade of the synthetic blend. He had 55 socks left to catalogue. His pen hovered over the ledger. The paper was crisp. The grey socks lay waiting. Sweet dreams.